Hello, everyone. Whenever people get on here, sorry, I'm running a bit late. I am flying tomorrow and trying to get everything straightened out. I don't know why this is so dark. Maybe it's just dark on my screen. Oh yeah, just dark on my screen. Sorry. Let me get this in. Let me get that in. Let me plug in so you can hear me. My microphone, my good one, is in my bag, ready to travel. Oh, there we go. Now we can hear a little better. But hold on, just 1 second. I just need to booked my. I checked in for my flight, and I just need to press the button a couple times. Oh, I don't want to check bags. Damn it. All right, boarding pass. Sure. Pre and okay. Thank you for checking in. See, all right, done. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. So, and I'm sorry. I'm going to eat something while I do this. I'm going to show you my favorite cup, though. Yeah. Been working like crazy, and I've been putting a patio roof on, and that's why I'm like tired. A 12-hour day yesterday, and I spent like 5 hours today doing gates, putting up some fencing I needed to fix, fixing fence of all redneck Nebraska things, and just so I happen to play tomorrow. So I'm gonna take a bite. Sorry. Um, this is so like me because it's so off like cuff. Just lots of stuff going on. I fly to Nashville tomorrow. I'm there for a day and a half. Play golf 2 days. Fly to Michigan. There for 3 days for Toyota. Actually, there till Saturday or Sunday. Fly to Utah. I'm there with GMC for 3 days, and come back. Brandon, hey Brandon, how you doing, buddy? New follower of the site and subscriber. It's my C10 on the Chevy Truck Legends website. No, I was kind of butthurt about that. I'm like, hello, Chevy, you know I have this. And I know the PR team. I'm like, what the hell? And so they put on this. I was there in person when they bailed the Silverado by helicopter into in Texas Motor Speedway, I think we were. And anyway, so they drop it down. I'm there. I'm sitting in the stands. And next to me is all the Chevy Truck Legends people. And it was really cool. They had all the trucks up there, and I was checking them out. And so when they unveiled that, I was like, wow. And so I went down and checked the other trucks out. Well, I think it was earlier that day. They had brought some of their heritage vehicles out to drive, and it was like a 50s, a 60s, a 70s, 80s, 90s, and like a 2003 or something. And I was kind of laughing because I didn't drive any of those there because I've driven them all. I've driven all of them. like my father-in-law still has a 90 Chevy, and he's got a 2007 2500 diesel. I mean, so what they're showing, what they're driving around, I was like, I already did that. I'm good. There was a 1911, 1912 that I wanted some seat time in, but I've ridden those in different vehicles, different model years and that, and it's just like it's a engine on a carriage. I mean, that's how they rode. That's what the deal was. So no, it's not. It should be, but Swede's a lot of fun. I actually drove him the other day. I went to the golf course. Just make sure everything's still working right. All working okay. And then this week, I went out to the farm, worked on my 66 project truck, took the bed off of that, and bed's off, the cab's on, and I'm getting stuff everywhere. This is terrible. The bed's off, the front clip's off, the engine's out, the cab is on. We'll take and fix the cab and do some body work to it. There's some rear fenders. So there's brackets, and then there's a piece of rebar that goes down and connects to the lower bracket. That always gets ripped off. Just a poor design. So we'll make another piece of rebar, and we're going to connect that together. And that truck should be good. Huh. Brandon says you can make an account on their website for your truck, and they will send you a hat and the stickers. Well, I have two hats. I have two 100-year hats. Um, I posted an update on that, Brandon. I did a quick video update on Thursday. There's a Chevy Classic Series. It went live Thursday afternoon. All right, I'm really hungry. When I've learned I can't have dairy products at all. I'm like lactose intolerant, so eating is a chore for me. That's why it's peanut butter and jelly. That's the best I have. How good that. Yeah. So that's the truck, Brandon. That's the one I'm going to work on. That's for the book. The book will come out end of December. No, it'll come out probably next July. And it takes like 6 months for them to lay it out. My due date is December 31st. My plan is in June to take the cab off, start the body work, do the engine, transmission, rear differential. I got to do the front suspension. That's not too hard. Unbolt it, put new bushings in, bolt it back up. But I got to take photos and put that for the book. And then I got to do some stuff with the door. Body work's the biggest thing. The doors, it's got mirrors that don't match up. Like one's off a 90 Chevy and one's off one's the old, like I don't know what style they call it, but it's a big U shape and they put the mirror in the middle. I decide which mirrors I want. I don't know. And I got to decide what color. I see about that today, like color. What color should I paint it? Maybe I should make that an internet contest, like name the color. I don't know. I'm not going to do anything too crazy to it because I want to sell it. So it's going to be real basic. That's going to be like I call it a template truck, the 66, because I'm going to make sure that it's ready for somebody to buy it. They can lower it, they can put a new engine in it, they can do whatever, but it rides and drives right now. And so they can take it with, as far as they want to go. So that's going to happen with him. With that truck, I haven't named that truck. Maybe I should. I just called it the Project Book Truck. That's all I got for it. The 62 Swede. I got to work on the doors. The doors still don't shut. That's my doors and windows. My goal this summer with that one. Outside, I'll show you the patio one of these days. But it's 35 feet by 13 and a half feet wide, and then the lower roof line is 8 feet up, and the upper roof line's like 12 or something. I don't know. I don't even know how many feet it is anymore. So it's I do know this. It's 3 4x8 pieces of sheeting of OSB board of plywood. I call it plywood, going across, and 3 down. And I have extra on both sides. I got to cut board and put more boards on. But it was kind of a funny story. I hired day laborers to help me, and I tried to hire 8 guys, and 3 guys showed up, and out of that, 2 guys were late. I'm like, I was paying $15 an hour. I don't know. Yeah. All right. I just told a story. Back to automotive journalism and whiskey. Goodness, that's just good. I saw a story this week. Yay. One of many. Digital trends. If you guys do digital trends, maybe on Digital Trends website. I don't know. They're kind of an interesting website. I'm not a tech guy. You kind of see I'm maybe a little more redneck than I want to proclaim to be. We're doing a hydrogen fuel cell semi. So they're going to do that. And then my hydrogen fuel cell semi video is prepped and ready to go, except that I think I'm going to add, when I go to Michigan, I'm going to see the hydrogen fuel cell semi yet again. Toyota's going to do, here's the deal. I'm really excited about this. All right, let me make sure you can hear me all right. Can you hear me? Let me move this closer. Come in closer to the world of Tim. I don't know what mic this thing goes off of. I'll try to talk up. This is really close. Kind of weird. So Toyota doesn't talk about anything. They don't talk about jack. Future products, man, mum is the word. Mum is the word. They don't talk about that at all. I'm going to move this back. I'm sorry, guys. You can't get that close. I didn't shave today, so I'm going to move it back. They don't talk about anything. Mum is the word. No, nothing at all. And guess what, guys? I'm going to Toyota's Tech Center to Saline, Michigan. Saline, I don't know how to say it. Saline, Michigan. And I'm going behind the scenes. I'm going behind the scenes to the Toyota's Technical Center. And they're going to show me something cool that's in under embargo. Can't tell you about the new semi. It's gonna be really cool. And I'm gonna have dinner with all their engineering staff yet again. I was just talking to those guys last month, and I guess we were in Los Angeles. No, Long Beach. I don't really know where we're at. California is California. So yeah, so they'll be there, and I'll talk to the engineers, and I get all the behind the scenes, and it's really cool. I've been to the tech center. This has been my second trip. The time before I was there for the Million Mile Tundra, the one I wrote about and broke nationally, that kind of thing. And I saw them break it down there, so it's really cool. Do you think the fuel cell will make it to Tundra Tacoma? You know what, Brandon? I'm going to tell you something right now. There will be a fuel cell Tundra Tacoma well before hell freezes over and there's a damn diesel Tundra in Tacoma. Oh yeah, absolutely. There'll be a full fuel cell. So last week, as John knows, thanks for joining again, John. I started a fight with my colleagues because they're bitching about Ford killing cars, and this week I called them out again because guess I'm kind of that kind of guy. For not covering Toyota's fuel cell semi. Hello, it's a fuel cell semi. It delivers 80,000 pounds of cargo all day, every day. It works 12-hour shifts. That's what the guy's doing with that. They take the Mirai, fuse them together, and they drive it. I drove it in California. I rode in it. I don't have a CDL. Plus, I don't want to drive a semi in the middle of Long Beach and Los Angeles, the ports. And it every day it works. It works every freaking day. There's no, it's so funny to me. Tesla. Ooh, Tesla's gonna have a pickup truck. Tesla's gonna have a semi. Oh, great, right? And then Tesla kills this damn semi. I think you saw the Musk went after his investors and was a total dick on his conference call. And so then he kills the semi. And everybody reports on the semi being dead, but nobody reports on a damn Toyota semi that's actually doing business. That's actually doing the job. I'm so pissed. I get kind of heated if you tell. Oh, and while I'm ranting, you guys, if you're not on my Instagram or Facebook, whatever, just friend me or whatever you want to do. But I had the F350. I talked about this last week. Okay, sandwich is done. I'm sorry. It's kind of rude, but that's where I'm at these days. I just literally took my tool belt off. I changed hats, so kind of thing. F350 dually diesel 6.7 liter Power Stroke. The long bed crew cab parking was a nightmare. I took that and I hauled hay, and I hauled a 4 horses in a trailer, and I hauled snowmobiles. This guy built this custom trailer out of an RV. Took an RV, killed the top, and like welded his own frame together, or his own cover over top of it. Really cool. So I hauled all that stuff. One day, 8 to like 4. I'm towing all day, right? So I get back Tuesday, and you guys don't know. Watch the what the hell this channel is, but I'm a freelance journalist, so I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna pitch story ideas. So I send emails out to editors. This is what I did. I think it's really cool for consumers. I thought it was really cool. I had a great time, and I think it's really practical. And I think it's an F350. And I was like, it's the Goldilocks story in my mind, because I had 3 loads, right? And the snowmobiles towed like crap because I think it was this trailer. The horses towed great, but they were 21,000 pounds. The snowmobiles are 15,000 pounds. Yeah, something like that. No. Excuse me. The truck weighed 9,000 pounds. So the snowmobiles were 6,000 pounds. Horses were 11,000 pounds. And then he put on 18 tons of 4x4 square bales, or square bales. I don't know if they're 4x4. He just started loading them. He just started loading these things on. We had easily over 30,000 pounds, which is beyond the towing capacity of that truck. So I kind of over towed on it when private, and we didn't strap it up because we were just doing a little quarter mile. This guy, this is crazy. This guy tows 30,000 pounds regularly with that trailer, with his 3/4 ton Chevy truck. Yeah, 3/4 ton. So he says to me, I'm interviewing him, and he says, Yeah, riding that dually, that really that makes a difference. He goes, because I could never think about why I would need a dually on the farm, like a 1-ton dually. That's just a lot of truck. He says, normally you just hope that the 3/4 ton wheels start catching and it starts moving the trailer, then you're good. I'm like, I'm biting my tongue because I'm like, the thing that says that once you get moving with that weight, guess what? You have to stop with that weight. And it's the stopping that's the real issue because you're putting all that strain on the drivetrain, on the transmission, and on the drive shaft. You're putting all the weight on the springs, on the axles in the rear, and the brakes are taking all the wear and tear. So that truck he's towing with is rated at 15,000 pounds, and he's towing over 30,000 pounds, and he's driving 3 hours to drop off that load. Yeah, I didn't, I did. Wow. No, 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 Brandon. The brakes are not the same in the F-250 and 350. 350 brakes should be the 1-ton. The brakes are rated to be bigger. I mean everything rated to be the bigger weight. He is I don't buy that they are because the truck ratings are based on the frame, the whole chassis and the brakes. And 1-ton brakes have got to be bigger. All right, fine. I don't know for sure, but come on, you got to stop that much weight. Your truck's rated at 15,000 pounds, and you're towing 30,000 pounds. Dangerous. Hmm. I think I learned. Um, I was thinking about. Rancher told me this. He said guys and he knows the DOT, Department of Transportation, but he was thinking. I don't know if he's in DOT. I don't know what he's thinking, but maybe the state. I don't think state troopers. I don't know what he's doing, but he said guys were getting tickets based on the total capacity of the truck. Okay, so let me back up. Let me back up for a second on this because this is really interesting. And I'm thinking about doing a story on this. And I'm going to find somebody to interview. So if you're driving F 450, 550, those things on the door sticker say the gross combined vehicle weight rating is 25,000 pounds plus. Okay. So anybody that tows over 25,000, I think it's 25.5 or 26.5, 26.5. Anybody who tows over 26,500 pounds needs to have a CDL. That's required by law. Okay, CDL. And so, but it's towing over 26,500 pounds. He was saying the Department of Transportation was open the door, look at the sticker, read 26,500 pounds, and say, okay, where's your CDL? Because that's what the truck is capable of towing. Even if you're driving with an empty bed behind you, that's what it's capable of towing. So you must have a CDL. And he said the people getting ticketed for not having a CDL and driving that truck. That means if you went to the dealership and you bought an F450, I think it's a 450, 550, probably 550, 650, somewhere in that range. I'd have to check the gross combined vehicle rating, or not gross combined, the GVWR, gross vehicle weight rating on those trucks. But he said they'd open the door, look at the sticker, give you a ticket if you didn't have the CDL. Because that's what a truck is capable of towing, not that you're towing at that moment. Now, we all know that a 350 tows twice the amount it towed, what, 10 years ago? Easy, right? So everything's capacity's gone up, right? And so that is crazy. Yeah, that's the same if you have a CDL and get a speed ticket. It's like speeding on somebody. Yeah. That's one of my issues with getting a CDL is that everything is heightened. So any ticket I get, anything I like, well, I don't get tickets 'cause I don't speed. Anything I do, man, it just really gets it. Yeah, anyone driving a U-Haul is driving legally, right, Brandon? Is that your thinking? So if you took a 450 and a U-Haul and loaded it up, you'd be overweight, right? So you'd be towing illegally, or you'd be hauling illegally if you're over 26,500 pounds. So if you did their big, well, they come in feet. That's what U-Haul does, which is dumb because they should come in sizes. They 24 foot or 28 foot, Brendan. Do you know? Is it it's like 24, 28? I mean, and then you do the little car trailer behind. Yeah, you're towing illegally. and they're going out and they're giving tickets for that. So, right? I just blew my mind, and I have he's actually going to help me. Yeah, 24, 26 foot box. He's helping with the truck. The farm rancher I talked to is still going to help me with the truck. Him and his son have mechanically they're better than I am. I'm not a great mechanic. I'm learning to be a mechanic. I'm learning to get better. I don't have that mindset in my mind. I'm too much creative. Well, your brain's set two different ways. I'm whatever the side is, the creative side. I enjoy wrenching. I love wrenching. It's great to actually do something and get done, and it's fixed, and you're done with it. I love that. It's a great sense of accomplishment. But I can't. I don't have that mindset. They're going to help me with it, and I'm gonna really press them and say, give me a source. Find me somebody who's doing this. I'll call them up. I'll talk to them. Maybe drive down, take some photos of their truck, and find somebody who's got a ticket, and kind of go from there, and then parlay that into U-Haul. Maybe you sell the story to DOT. I don't know if DOT would like that story. I would call the DOT, and it would be a WTF conversation, because that's really bad. And I'm not politically. I'm probably in the middle, as far as most things going on, but that is really crossed the line with me. I was shocked when I heard that, because Brandon's right. You tow a U-Haul, and you load a U-Haul up, and you're driving illegally every single time. So yeah, so it was cool. So I drove the F350, went to the scale. There's a scale there in Lyman. Lyman's got a population of 50 on a good day, and so took the scale. I drove up the first time with the horses, and I pull up my camera, right? So I'm gonna take a picture of the number on the scale. So the scale's got an inside LED screen, and it shows the weight. And I pull my camera up, and I'm like, gonna take a picture, and I stop on the scale. Dude inside is like, sees the camera, he goes, he totally jumped out of the way and like dove behind the counter, and I was like, buddy, I'm just taking a photo. Because here's what I've learned with photos on that scale is that the photos don't lie, right? If I read in my book, can't read my writing, I'm in a hurry, whatever's going on, I grab my camera, my can, and take a quick photo of it, I can always go back in time and see what the weight was. And I did that. And so we drove up a couple more times, and yeah, every time I drove up, he'd like look at me and like, oh, crap. So my father-in-law goes to this little coffee shop in Lyman, and the coffee shop, it's not a coffee shop, it's a gas station that happens to have a table with like 4 chairs, and they make some really crappy gas station coffee. Anyways, he goes up there every day, and they have from 7 to 10 people show up, and basically it's bored farmers. They go out and they move their water, and they come in, they have coffee, they goof around. And so I asked him, I said, how'd that go over? He goes, man, everybody was talking about you towing the F350 around, and I got 4 more people that said, if you get another 1 ton, come out and do it again with us and go from there. Wait a minute, I was talking about hay. I was talking about hay, and here's the reason why I was talking about hay, is that I sent out emails, pitches to these editors, and they came back and told me no, they didn't want the story because of hay hauling. Because hay hauling was crossing a line with them as far as what they'd cover with pickups. Yeah. Yeah, explain that one, right? So hay hauling exceeded their audience. So I went to I did some Farmer Ranch magazines. I sent emails out to commercial fleet magazines, Bobbit. I've done some work with Bobbit. I did some work for Bobbit about a couple years ago. Bobbit owns a bunch of fleet truck magazine stuff, and I sent some stuff to them, and crickets, right? I'm like, what the hell? So I'm gone for the next 8 days. Tomorrow I leave at 6:10 in the morning. I'm back Tuesday, the following Tuesday. And I'm going to try my best to get that video up. And you guys can tell me. You guys can watch the video and tell me if you thought that was interesting or not. Because I can't find anybody really interested. I have a Ford-Trucks site that I do work for, Internet Brands, and I'm sure they'd like it, and it'd pay all right. And pickuptrucks.com, I can send over there. They'd probably take it. But isn't that nuts? hay hauling. It's a 1-ton dually. Of course you're hauling hay. People do from what Montana to what Maine down to Florida and down to Arizona. People haul hay. That's what they do. So yeah, so I was really surprised by that. And I will say this: stick to horse trailers. Yeah, no kidding. I still think Toyota needs a dually. I do. Mm. What do you guys think about dualies? There's three of you here. Let's have a conversation. Grab your whiskey or your beer, whatever you're gonna drink, and coffee, water. I don't care. What do you guys think of dualies? I've had some interesting conversation with dualies. My father-in-law is convinced that when you do dualies, it opens up a crevice between the tires, and snow and mud can get in there, and ice and can get in the between the tires and form and cause problems. I call what's that over there? Oh yeah, cow dung on that idea, and I don't no no because they made them together, right? That's how they work. The rims go together. There's no gap there. Yeah, and I've towed and big truck, big rig. You know what? I have seen big truck. I'm subscribed to their YouTube, and when I get a chance, I've seen their stuff, and they don't have any problems. What's nice of the dually is when you're towing, you have the outside wheel that helps keep the load. It's more stable. It doesn't fly across the line. He went and bought a long bed crew cab, single wheel. I can't say rear wheel. It's tough. It's the thing. Whether I'm drunk or not, I can't say that word. So he bought a single, and sorry, I have a blister from putting posts in the ground. Telling you, man, I'm gonna be tired. I'll be like, just came in my putter tomorrow because I can't hit a driver because I'm gonna be too damn tired. And he bought a single wheel, and I was like, dual, because for towing when you're hauling especially a fifth wheel trailer, that extra tire just helps keep it much more in sync rather than floating across lines. And I mean, I've towed single, and I've towed dually, and I've towed. I just like dualies. I think for towing work a lot better. I just thought of this is why I just thought of something. So I said that Toyota needs a dually. What about Nissan? Hmm? Nissan, the Titan, right? Why doesn't it come with a dually? Ooh. I can ask those guys tomorrow. Like, so you take the Cummins. It's supposed to be the white space dually, which a white space truck. Which, by the way, Google searched my name on pickuptrucks.com, and I called that out before they did it. Saw that one coming. If you're gonna do the Cummins and you're gonna talk about white space, why not do a dually version of a Nissan Titan? Hmm. Yeah, I don't know, Brandon. Do you think it needs to be a real 3/4 ton? I have some thoughts on a Titan. I have not been a. Hmm. I gotta be careful here. I gotta be careful. Brandon brings up this point. Brandon is putting me in a spot here. You need to knock it off. Step away from your keyboard, Brandon. Step away. Um, I adore I adore the Nissan PR team. Best in the business. Absolute best in the business. Fantastic. I have reservations on a Nissan Titan. I have concerns about several things. Um, I think they missed it. I think from design standpoint, they got to get a real truck designer in there. I think that's a concern. The heated steering wheel button is next to the passenger's leg. No, terrible. The windshield, the rake on the windshield, it's got extra metal above top. It looks weird. It just looks weird. And then if you do the Platinum Reserve, which is the top trim level, which is great, great trim level, they have no badges on the side. And I know we're gonna be able to say like, we don't need no stinking badges. No, you need a badge on this because you're spending that much money on that pickup. You want a big badge like the Ford King Ranch does, the big belt buckle badge. You need it up there. You need it up there saying. So when you do Platinum Reserve, you see it on the tailgate, and that's it. The grills are the same. You can say the same color combinations. I think they need to do more with that. The marketing team needs to really go after it. They need to really improve the marketing on that truck and get more feature, not marketing, I should say, design and marketing, get more badges, get more uh, grouping differences. I'll say this. So I'm doing the GMC Utah trip, and oh, what's today? Monday. So next month, no, today's Sunday. Sorry, next Sunday I'll be flying to Utah from Detroit. I didn't like all the plastic feel around the bed and tailgate. Yeah, here's a good story for you, John. I'm with the interior designer of the truck, and we're in Air Phoenix, and we're in Phoenix. I'm doing the first drive, and I said to the guy, I said, so why isn't above the armrest on the door? Why isn't above that armrest? Why is it hard plastic? And the guy is 5'4", and he showed up in white pants and boat shoes. So immediately I didn't care for him. I don't judge people, but when you go to a truck event, bring your damn boots, tennis shoes, and a pair of jeans. Don't show up in white pants to a damn truck event. Yeah, so he's there with white jeans. And I said, why is that hard plastic there along the window? You guys know what I'm talking about along the window there. So why is that hard plastic? And he says to me, he says, well, that's not a touch point for consumers. Usually the touch point is along the door there, as the door rest. And I looked at him, I said, during the summer, I know a lot of guys who roll down the windows and you put your arm out the window, right? That's what you do. And you're gonna have that be the hard plastic spot. That was I just no. I've also been so I think there's a lot of misses there that I think that, and I was with the head of marketing guy, and I said, you need a damn badge that says Platinum Reserve. So hopefully they're working on that. And I'm like, there's just a lot of weird things in that truck. I don't think there's anything wrong with Nissan Titan. I'm gonna say right now, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's a good truck. I enjoy when I have them. I drove the first couple diesels. I've driven the gas. I think the rollout was not good. They brought out the gas XD first, or the diesel XD first, and then they took like a year to bring out the gas and the half-ton version, and it's just too long. And they have only one plant there in Mississippi, and I understand that that plant in Canton is producing different things and all that kind of stuff. But it just did not execute that well. I don't think it was done well. And it's interesting. I think some of the reasons it's not selling is design. I think they missed the mark in the Cummins. That 5-liter Cummins, understand something. Cummins was selling that to all the manufacturers. That's what they do. They're like me. I pitch stories. Cummins pitches engines. So they're telling all the manufacturers. All of them said no except for Nissan. Because that 5-liter is not a fuel economy engine. It's a polar engine, but it's not strong enough to be a 3/4 ton. It's strong enough to be an in between engine. So it's a weird engine, and it's tough to make that work. But I also believe the third reason I believe that Titan's not selling is dealers. Nissan is an import company. What that means is when they brought dealers over here, they started along the coasts of the U.S. because that's where the ships would come in. That's where the docks would come in. So they're very much a coastal dealerships, and then they infiltrate the middle of the country. So for me, I live, granted, fine, middle of nowhere. Okay, you got me. But the nearest dealership to me is over 200 miles away, and I'm in a big truck capital of the country. There's one Nissan Titan dealership in the area. That's it, because there's no Nissan dealer, and I think that's an issue. I think that if you look at the Dallas Fort Worth area, so Dallas to what was the name? What was that? There's a Dallas to Dallas Fort Worth to something else. It is the largest truck capital of the world. It's a full size truck. There's more trucks sold between those two cities. Houston's down below, isn't it? I don't think it's Houston, but anyways, if you look at if you do a Google search, Ford has like 20 dealers there, right? Nissan's got like 5. You know, if you're not driving by the truck every day, you're not seeing it every day, I think you're not going to buy it. And so, but there's dealers that do well. So, like, if you guys saw the video I did with a Salt Lake City dealer, he does really well. And he does well because he lifts them, put tires on them, puts aftermarket stuff all over them. He knows what customers are buying. The other dealers don't do that because they're not truck dealers. They know how to sell the Sentra. They know how to sell the Maxima. They know how to sell the Leaf, but they know how to sell the truck. And this guy, the guy in Salt Lake City was smart. He says, look, he goes, I like selling the Leaf. It's a great car. He goes, it's great. But he says, the problem with the Leaf for me is there's no maintenance after I sell the Leaf. So he goes, I kind of, I sell them, but I'm not enthusiastic. He goes, I sell a Titan. I got maintenance, right? I got more residual income. So, yeah. I like the king cab choice, but the rear seat delete doesn't give it a flat floor. John says, "Is the flat floor? It's interesting. The flat floor is interesting. I like the flat floor. I think that's a great innovation. The challenge with that though is that the truck is raised higher, so the truck's raised higher, flat floor, because the bell housing's below now the cab." And the rancher and I had a great discussion about how tall trucks are getting. I don't know if you guys remember the story. I'm going to turn on the fan. Hold on. I'm getting really hot. And I'll tell you this good story about truck heights and how Ram makes fun of me now at press conferences. Okay. All right. I'm back. Thank you for staying with me. This is a weird live stream. I ate. I drank. I ain't enough, though. I'm going to totally chow down on almonds or some kind of cow dung when I get back. All right. So I had a Ram 3/4 ton. It was a 2014, 15, something like that. And I wrote a review up for cars.com. And I said that in my review that the Ram truck bed height from the top of the bed was exceedingly tall. This is a 3/4 ton, 2,500. And I went to the dealership. I went to my Ram dealer, my Ford dealer, my Chevy dealer, and I asked the salesman, because you pull in, they come out to you. Well, so I talked to these guys. I said, so what's the height here? And I measured from the ground to the top of the bed for the Chevy, the Ford, and the Ram. And the Chevy was the lowest. The Ford was like second, and the Ram was the tallest. It was a good inch or two difference between the Chevy and the Ram. So I'm at the Ram dealership, and I said, well, why would you go so tall? We have a lot of what we call dryland irrigation here. And so you take 6-8-inch PVC pipe, really big diameter PVC pipe. You put in the back of your truck. You drive along the side of the road, of your farm road, and you put down PVC. You put water in the PVC, and it's gravity fed. So the top of the field's like this, the bottom of the field's like this. You put the pipes in, and it feeds water down the rows, right? That's gravity fed irrigation. And we have a lot of farmers that do that. And we have a lot of ranchers out here that fix fence, and they always, they fix fence. And so you put your fixing fence equipment in the middle of your bed, and you reach over and grab it and you put it out. Well, that Ram was so tall, I couldn't get in the bed. And so I have these photos of myself and the Ram 2500, and I have a rake, and I'm trying to clean the rake off. And so the Ram guy was laughing because he's like, I'm a fat guy, right? So I have a big thigh, and he's like, ugh, you have your big fat thigh. It's all over the photos, and all you see is thigh. And I said, well, you should, because you can't get your damn bed very easily, can you, buddy? And him and I we have good conversations. And so I said that's bull. And so I go to the Ram dealer, and I'm like, dude, what's wrong with this? Why are these beds so tall? What do you do? And he says, well, come here. And he walks me behind the dealership and he goes, look at those. And I'm looking down the road and I said, what are those? He goes, they're headache racks with a steel bed. So you guys know what this is. So a headache rack is a piece of steel that it's a straight piece of steel that goes down and a flat steel bed that goes across. And the flat bed is open both sides. There's no there's no um, bed height. Sorry, it's not bed sides. Bed sides. There's no bed sides, so it's a flat steel bed. And I'm looking at rows of these headache beds with the flat sides. And I said, what the heck? He goes, yeah, everybody that buys a RAM from us, we just take the beds off and throw this on because they can't get in the bed. So they just take it off and just put the flat on there. That way they can hop in the bed and grab their stuff and they can hook up stuff. They can hook up a fifth wheel, or gooseneck, which is interesting to me. So when I had that Ford, I'm going to get back to that Ford for a minute. When you hook the gooseneck in, it actually lowers the Ford down, right? But it's that much difference between the top of the gooseneck trailer and the top of the bedside. So if you were to hit a ditch or make a sharp turn and the truck goes down, he goes, the rancher told me, he goes, you'll hit that bed, that tailgate. And being these tailgates are so complex these days, you're spending lots of money. He goes, go drive around to the farmers when they have coffee with my father-in-law and look at the beds. He goes, when you look at the bed about a quarter way in, right, there'll be a dent on both sides. There'll be a dent impression. And he goes, that's from the gooseneck. When you turn, it creates pressure and it actually kinks in the side of those beds because those bed heights are so tall. I'm telling you, I learned a lot last Monday towing around with that 350. Yeah, and so I actually almost did that. I took the corner as wide as I could, but the way the driveway onto the road was, I didn't clear it all the way, and so the back of the trailer kind of went down the ravine a little bit, then came up, and we were all shocked that I didn't dent in the side of that bed where it came up. Right? I was shocked by that, and so that F-350, I took a photo of it, and the gooseneck trailer, the horse trailer, was about that much from the top of that gooseneck trailer, as far as not the gooseneck itself, but the bottom, excuse me, the bottom of the gooseneck trailer, and the top of the Ford F-350 bed was about that much. And so if you hit a pothole, if you turned the corner and the trailer dipped in a little bit, you'd hit the tailgate every single time. And so the PJ trailer, which is what we use to haul the hay, had much more clearance, just design of the trailer. And I thought it was fascinating that it's not just the truck guys that it's the problem. It's the design of the gooseneck trailer. You're going to dent your trailer in as you're towing. And it was like, I wouldn't have known that, right? I wouldn't have known that unless I was towing. It was just crazy. I don't know. So what were we talking about? Flat load floors. Love them in the Fords. Reminds me of a story that first time I met Mike Swears with Toyota's chief engineer for the Tundra, Tacoma, and 4Runner, and gosh, Sequoia. Now he's doing all this kind of stuff. Him and I got into an argument. Well, I'm not gonna say argument. We had to get into a discussion. Apparently, I do these discussions with people. I didn't realize that I'm that kind of guy, but yeah, sorry, that's kind of what I did. And in the 14 Tundra, he took out the slide and recline seats and he made a folding seat up. And his thinking was that people could use that storage better if the seat folded up. I said to him, that's great, but give me some hooks on the bottom of that seat so I can hang some stuff up and give me a flat floor, right? Why do you keep the hump, but you float seats up? That doesn't make sense to me. And so we had some discussions. So then I went and I bought a 2013 Tundra because I wanted to slide and recline, right? Because I like that 13 degrees recline, or 12, 13 degrees, whatever it was. And then my kids never used it. So I guess it didn't really matter in the end because I was the dumbass who made a big thing out of that. Yeah. Yeah. Brandon, I want to go to Brandon comment about the Ridgeline. So Brandon says the Ridgeline came close to selling intent last month. Here's my point of view on it: is that Honda doesn't really care whether they sell cars or not because they have a whole small engine thing. My goodness, their lawnmowers, their snowmobiles, their everything else they're building. No, snowmobiles, watercraft. Um, that outsells the cars. They don't really care about the Ridgeline. They really don't. Although, did you know the Ridgeline has a frame? It does. It has a Y frame. I wrote that about that, and I got an argument with the car and driver guys because they were wrong. So, Estradol Ridgeline frame should be your Google search for after the show. Yeah, the guy said it to me in a truck rodeo down in Texas, and I was like, "Whoa, what?" And so I followed up. Took me like 3 months. Honda actually had to create um, the graphics for that story. They had to create them in their digital arts lab or whatever they have. Probably two designers sitting behind the computer, and they actually shared that with everybody in their staff because most of their staff in Honda did not know it. So I helped create a learning tool for them. Yay me! Sorry, hit the laptop. Yeah, so that's interesting. So if you want a little bit of truck nerd, Estradol Ridgeline frame. It's a truck trend story. I talk about the frame on there. It's really interesting, and they do something different in the frame. My attitude towards the Titan sales is that Titan said that they're going after Toyota Tundra because that makes sense, right? Tundra is like fourth in sales, so you go with the fourth guy, and they don't even come close. And I'm sorry if there's Tundra fans on this. I like the Tundra. I own a Tundra, but son of a gun, that thing needs an update. It needs a damn update, bad. Electronics wise, ride wise, fuel economy. Come on, Mike, make it better for fuel efficient. Him and I get arguments about that all the time. That needs an update. And so you have the brand new Titan that can't come close to the Tundra that is arguably, I know they call that third generation. It's 2.5 generation. It's not third generation. More, what's that? Oh, look, cow dung. Okay. So we're at 47 minutes. Whew. I'm getting tired. I got my bag packed though. I'm telling you, I worked my butt off on this patio, and I'm tired. And the patio looks great. You know what I'm gonna do? Okay, I don't know if I can do this or not. I'm gonna do it anyways, whether I lose you guys or not. I'm gonna walk outside. I'm gonna show you the patio. I'm busting my ass because the wind blows here like crazy sometimes. And if I am gone, the wind's gonna blow and all my rafters are gonna blow down. But I gotta show you this view because people don't understand. I live in Western Nebraska. Western Nebraska. And why do I say Western? Because I'm not in the flat ass boring part of the state. Are you guys ready? You want to go outside with me? John, are you still with me? Brandon, are you with me? I don't know. I got 4 people watching. Do you guys want to see the outside? You want to see my view? Come on. Tell me yes or no, or you want to talk trucks more? You know what? Maybe I won't wait. Oh, this guy says with you. John says with you. You know what? We're gonna do it because I'm unconventional. I do crazy things, and I don't know. Let's go. Ready to go? Let's go. Okay. Oh crap! I don't have another hand for the whiskey, so we gotta sacrifice the whiskey. Um. Oh, you guys want to see the office? There it is, all its glory. Oh, this is my wall of cool stuff. This was in the Boston Globe. I wrote about Cadillac, critical of Silverado's future because Cadillac needs to sell a lot more vehicles to make the money for Chevrolet. It's a whole thing. This is the Unearthing 11. It is the forefather of all Cummins engines. This story was the most reader-responded story in the history of Truck Trend magazine. So there's more pictures of this. Gold chains. Gold chains were so cool. This is my first story ever in Truck Trend magazine. Do you need snow tires in your truck? Okay, let's walk. We're doing the unconventional. We're walking through the house. I don't know if I have Wi-Fi. I still got Wi-Fi. Yeah, Wi-Fi. That's a kitchen turn. Yeah. Look at that. Those are 6x6 beams. Holy hell, they weigh a lot. And no Wi-Fi. I think I got Wi-Fi. I'm still connected. You guys still watching me? Still watching me? I think so. I don't know. Let me know if it's frozen. Yeah, plywood, the whole 9 yards. Because there it is. There it is behind me, and that's the Scottsbluff National Monument. It's on the Oregon Trail. The pioneers used to climb over that hill. They knew where they were at. Oh, it's back now. So John, you're back now. So you got that. So this is the patio roof I'm working on. That's the bedroom windows. And right above me, this peak here, that's going to go straight out eventually when I get back home. So my dog is liking it. Yeah, 6x6 beams. Holy hell. Wore my butt out. So that's what you got there. So here's what I was going to do. I was going to do this earlier, and I ran out of time. You guys can actually look behind me. This is kind of cool. I was going to sit here on my in my fantastic sitting position, and my goal is to do the live stream from here. Yeah, I'm gonna sit here. That way, I can see the mountain, I can see the bluffs, and I can sit here outside. But it turns out the sun sets right there, and it was blinding me. But look at my view. I'm gonna turn that. That's my view. That's what you guys are seeing. I'm assuming you're seeing that. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna watch every night. I'm drink my whiskey, watch sunset over the monument. I'm gonna put there'd be a little swing over here, and yeah, sit there and contemplate all of the inner workings of the half-ton and three-quarter-ton, one-ton truck market, and how it's randomly changing, and how it's fantastic, and how things are going. What kind of stores I'm gonna sell? But it's cool out here, and it's nice, and I have a place to sit that's under some shade. The sun's behind the clouds. It's a pretty sunset, don't you think? I think so. I got the highway over there. A little bit of highway. Got a Harley driving by. Yeah. So there it is. I'm in Utah next week. I don't know if I'm going to do a live stream from Utah. I don't know if I can. I'm sure dinner's at 6. So I'll update my Instagram and my Twitter and my Facebook if I'm going to do a live stream. I don't know what the schedule is out there, so I'm not really sure what the plan is. I'm not sure what Wi-Fi is going to work in the hotel room. I just don't know. I don't know. But I will do everything I can to have a live stream. I land at like 1:30, so I have tons of time Sunday to do a live stream until 6 o'clock. So I would probably think I'm going to do it earlier next week. So keep an eye out. Keep your browser open. Keep the YouTube open. I'll do one. I'll talk about Toyota. I'll talk about how well I played Nissan with golf, and whether I talked about dualies or not. How that went. Probably not going to go so far. And hopefully I get some stuff published this week. Truck Trend sitting on a ton of stuff. Chevrolet Forum sitting on stuff. Oh, Lexus. Oh, wait, I gotta look at something. Lexus.com. I did a story. Did it go live yet? I wish I wasn't freelance. I wish I could just publish my stories when I want to publish them. No, it's not live. So I'll share this on the website pretty soon. Pickuptrucktalk.com. Club Lexus has I took a Lexus NX off-roading. Yeah, through some Jeep trails, or towards a Jeep trail. Really bad. Yeah, I need to put some plant fire stuff. John, you're right. You got me. I need to put more stories up. You got you plant fire with Ford. You got GM and actually FCA are involved in that too. They would have lost some parts. That talks about how critical part suppliers are to all the manufacturers. Got that story going up. The Ford Ranger story I need to put up. I look right above you. I haven't had a chance to sit down and do that stuff. I've been busy. Hey, if you want to write some stories for me, let me know. I'll create a login for you. You can publish stories on pickuptrucktalk.com. I will pay you nothing. Sorry, I don't know. I don't make any money on this stuff yet. I need more subscribers. Tell your buddies, tell your friends. We need to get 1,000 subscribers to this channel. Then I'll start making money again, and I can afford to hire people and do some stories. As I really want more stories out there. But yeah, I haven't heard anything new. Looks like 2 weeks gonna be down. I think it's kind of hilarious. They kill the cars and then they have a plant fire, and trucks are gonna be delayed. You know, Ford sells a lot of trucks. They really do, but they are such a one-trick pony. It's tough. That company is tough. Like they really need to get more diversified, but then they try to, and they don't sell enough cars. And I don't buy that they can. Their cars were old. And that's why they weren't selling. Jill and I got an argument over that. Oh, there will be a new podcast coming out. I've been busy. I haven't done a podcast, and there hasn't been a whole lot of news that I really want to talk about. You can talk about the Ford fires, but I mean, it's something happened. It's not much. I want controversy. Damn it, that's what I want. Controversy. So we need more controversy, and maybe I'll create it, as I sometimes do. Honestly, I don't think I'm that kind of guy, but you get me on Facebook apparently sometimes, and I don't do well. I kind of call bullshit for what it is. And I don't know if I can cuss on here. Mhm. Golf clubs got shipped to Nashville. Fingers crossed they're there. I've never shipped golf clubs before. I'm really nervous. So yeah, I'll be playing golf with Nissan. I'll be seeing Toyota. I'm still working on going to Japan. That's still up in the air. We'll see what happens with that. I'll harass my guy when I see him about that because I kind of want to go now. Okay. All right, John. All right, John. John wants to know about TFL's Power Stroke diesel fail. Wait. You were going to diesel fail. I don't know about that one. But you were talking about the Raptor. So why the hell did Roman sell the Raptor to buy a Fiesta ST? No idea. I'll watch the TFL's Power Stroke diesel fail. I'll watch that in a little bit. I haven't seen that one, but you did. I need to call Roman and figure out what the hell he's doing with that, because that's weird. Like I would never buy a Fiesta ST. Like they paid me money, sure, I'd drive it, but no. Once a truck guy, always a truck guy. That's the way it is. I'll watch that one. I'll get back to you. I'll see you in Salt Lake City. Sayonara. Good night. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Send me hate mail. He got money back, so maybe he didn't want to. No, I don't know. He had that paid off, I think. I don't know. Roman did stuff for clicks. All right. Anyways, sayonara. Send me hate mail. Tim@pickuptruckdoc.com. Tell me how much you don't like my hat. And we'll see you down the road.